Hey Command Zone, I'm Justin Underland and this is my audition for Game Nights. I'm 23 years old and I live in Vancouver, Washington. So one of the big reasons I play Commander and sort of Magic in general is sort of those big splashy spells and creating big moments, and more just making my deck my own. So ever since I started playing in Ixalan Standard, I think around 2018, one of my favorite cards ever in every deck I would try to play had this card in it. Now, it's the big mana spell, 8 mana spell, Sandworm Conversions. So just sort of, whenever you got to cast it, you just sort of win the game. Now, a lot of the time I wouldn't be able to cast it, because casting anything more than 6 mana in Standard nowadays is not very, it's not a very viable strategy. So that's sort of why I moved to Commander, is sort of to be able to play those big spells and create big splashy moments, and just sort of do what I want. So one of my favorite decks of all time right now is Niv Mizzet Reborn, the 5-color version. So in this deck I have all gold cards, except for maybe like a few artifacts. But it is all of the 2-color combinations for Ravnica. So it's a very heavy mana intensive deck. And some of the 2 cards I have in that deck is Captive Audience and Fractured Identity. So if you don't know what Captive Audience does, it is a big spell that sort of, it's like a curse that you can put on a person and they're pretty much screwed a little bit, unless they get rid of it. And then Fractured Identity lets you exile a permanent and give it to everyone else. So normally when you cast this spell, you exile one of their big creatures and everyone else gets a creature. But I thought it would be fun to cast Fractured Identity on Captive Audience. So giving me and everyone else who I didn't cast Captive Audience on got a copy of Captive Audience. So that each turn, everyone would have to choose to lose 4 life, discard your hand, or give everyone 5 zombies. Why I did that, I don't really know. I just thought it would be very fun and sort of crazy, and I really hope it made a very big memorable moment for everyone else I was playing with, because it certainly put an impression on me. So I hope to guys see you in Los Angeles or San Francisco. I can't remember where you guys are, but I hope to see you at the game table, and I hope you pick me for the next episode of the fan episode of Game Nights. Thank you very much.